Yeah, gorgeous evening now to close out the 2016 Downer NRL Auckland Nines, and we're all set for the third and final Women's International between New Zealand and Australia. Australia winning game 1 yesterday, 11 points to 4. New Zealand winning game 2, 9 points to 0 earlier today. So it's all on this last game, winner take all really. Winner takes the series. New Zealand won the series 2 matches to 1 last year. It all comes down to this next 18 minutes. If it is a tie, we will have 5 minutes of golden try time. Golden try will end the game, full stop, if someone scores. But after 5 minutes, there's no score, then the play will finish, and we will have New Zealand winning on a count back. There's the trophy. New Zealand earned it last year, winning the first 2 matches before Australia grabbed that last match in a thrilling 8-7 win. Glenn Lamy here for this match. Richie Barnett alongside me. And New Zealand really were impressive at both ends of the field in that second game. The question now, after only an hour and a half off, Richie, is how's the stamina? How's the recovery been?
That's exactly right. They've both been playing this second game. This will be the third for the final. And a lot of these players haven't trained the way that the NRL players will be. But it will be the passion that gets this through. For the Kiwis, it will be the crowd support. When they do run out, you cannot hear yourself on the sideline. This is a great matchup. What a way to end the NRL series with a game, a test match, and then obviously the Warriors in the final.
So no changes to the starting lineups for either team. No changes to the squads on the interchange as well from game number 2. And Fortu Moala, number 11 for New Zealand, she had a superb performance in that last match. Fetarika, look out for her too, off the interchange in this one.
Samantha Brenner, number 1 for the Jillaroos. She was just brilliant.
Right, let's stand by for this, folks. The haka is coming. That's going to fire up the New Zealand team. It's going to be really interesting to see how the Australians respond after that.
In the way you'd expect the Jillaroos, you saw the eyes popping out. They're ready for it. They're up for it.
Sure are, and there's been some good players in this Australian team through these first 2 matches. Bremner's been very good, Ferguson, Hancock the captain. But they'll be a bit concerned they didn't score a try, didn't score a point in game number 2.
They coughed the ball up quite a bit in the second game, Glenn, and they're both guilty of mistakes. And the momentum swang when the side protected the pill, and that was New Zealand in the second game. I'm sure there'll be a lot of talk about completions. It was quite low in the second test.
So here we go, game number 3. It's all on this one in the women's series here at the NRL Nines. Just the 2 matches to come, of course, this, the final, and in between, of course, the Biko Legends kickoff competition. But plenty more action to come over this next hour and 20 minutes to close the tournament for 2016. A good tackle coming in there from Australia's Alana Ferguson. To mention one of the stars for the Australian Jillaroos in this tournament so far. And they're tackling very secure in game 1 yesterday as number 8 McManaman is brought to the ground for New Zealand. Here's a good run from Ale, who got on the try scorers list in that second game. New Zealand looking good with the ball in hand on the last tackle here. Not a bad kick to chase through. Running back for Australia is Bremner. Almost dragged back inside the end goal. Excellent chase from New Zealand.
Excellent chase. The kick was superb. Christina Sue on the run. A nice little kick through. Pinpoint. The skill factor in these girls are phenomenal. The effort, well, it's been there for the first 2 tests.
Yeah, both fitness levels of both teams has been very good so far. Spot tackle. A very good one there from Ali again. 2 big plays from her in this one.
The outside in defence of the Kiwis have been fantastic in the second test. You saw it just recently. The up and in defence really works for them.
Kezzy Apps taken to ground. Still inside the 20. They've only gained 15 metres. That penalty will frustrate New Zealand coach Alan Jackson. They've done such good work to keep Australia pinned inside their 20. For it to go undone with a penalty on the last tackle. Now Australia have a bit of a space on the left as Bremner comes in. Didn't use her outside player, and Australia come back towards their support. Renee Kunst is taken down. 5 metres inside New Zealand half. Reminding you that New Zealand has a 2-point advantage on aggregate at the moment. This may come into play. Only come into play if it's tied at full time. Of course, the series at 1 apiece. It all goes on. Who wins this match? And that's a good kick. It's beautifully weighted. New Zealand's got the challenge of bringing out into the field of play, and they've done so superbly. That was a very good return of the football from Tupaia. And New Zealand escaped.
That's certainly a big play. The kick behind through the middle. There's no sweeping defenders, so it can really work against in this ladies' game. It's a great delivery pass.
Overlap on the edge here, and away goes number 7, Sue. Excellent run there. That's gained 30 metres for New Zealand from that tackle alone. Right on the halfway line. Crowd itching for a New Zealand score to get things going in this 3rd and final match. Peters is taken down. Good quick play, the ball, New Zealand. Hustle away on the right. And there's been an error. McMenamin has been handed over anyway through the error.
Hold. When you're ready, go.
I think the right idea with Alexander Cook. She went to the blind side. Unfortunately, there wasn't a speedster on the right-hand side to collect the ball, or else it would have been a 4-pointer.
Australia come away here through Ferguson. Now taken to ground is Brander. Ferguson's got it again here. He's running things nicely. There's Alana Ferguson, but the New Zealand defence is tough. The New Zealand defence is rugged. Sims hammered to the earth there. Ferguson. Australia short ball this time. Nice variety. Cody House is taken down, but again that New Zealand defence proving hard to penetrate. Last tackle. Ferguson goes to the air. Racing back for this one. There's the New Zealand player, Vaianu. And it's another very good kick from the Australians. High tackle potentially there. Some of the crowd thought so, and now the referee agrees with them.
Alana Ferguson's got a great left to right pass. I think they've got to change up here. I think they've got to look for the inside pass, cutting against the grain of the Kiwi defence. There's options there. They tried in the second test an outside-inside pass, and I tend to work as well. Maybe that will be a factor in the second half.
All the way, guys. Here we are on.
So New Zealand will have more possession here. Just over 3 minutes, 4 minutes to play in this first half. 0-0 at halftime in the second game earlier today, and it got exciting when New Zealand scored early in the second.
Back you come. You've got to tap it with your foot. Okay, go.
Okay, New Zealand muscle it up here through Peters.
Move! Hold.
Very intense start. Maybe not the pace, the game that we've seen earlier in the other 2 matches. Trying to provide a bit of pace now is Fortu Bawala, who was outstanding in that last game. First touch of the ball there, easy to spot.
Good now.
Oh, it's a great step. Wow, how about that for footwork? That's Carney carving them up. Good support by Kahurangi Peters. 20 metres to go for New Zealand. The chance is still alive here. An overlap too. They just spin it through the hands. Good cut-out pass. been touched. That tackle count will restart, provided New Zealand can stay in the field of play, and they have. It was Davey playing the ball for New Zealand.
Skill factor is unbelievable.
Very good hands by this New Zealand team. Ali it was. Playing dummy half. Now New Zealand, the best position they've had in the game so far. Can they make it count? Kani. Out to Federica. Tries to use that power that she possesses to get over the chalk. Good Australian defence keeps her out. New Zealand need a bit more shape to their back line here. An overlap if they can get it out to Maka. It breaks down a little bit. Right, last tackle. Tupai's going to play the ball. New Zealand. On this last play, can they open the scoring? There's the crossfield kick from Hale. And there's the catch and the try.
Mary Jane Ali, a great try there. What a great exhibition of rugby league. The passing is exceptional. The right to left pass, the long passes, the vision, the kick, pinpoint, the take, fantastic. Desperately needed a try.
Wonderful rugby league, full stop. Let's go sideline, Monty.
Well, we're treated, aren't we? It's a spectacle in terms of a match before the final here at the NRL Nines. It's a sustained pressure that proved too much for the Australian Jillaroos side. A good kick out there, and Mary Jane Ali getting up high, proving her worth to score the first try in the decider.
Georgia Hale's kick was just spot on.
Let's go, New Zealand.
Ali, her second try of the weekend.
What about the footwork of Amber Kani?
Yeah, she's been sensational as well. She's really featuring strongly now, isn't she? Amber Kani, number 15. Just coming up towards the... And that kickoff was superb. It's going to give New Zealand another chance here.
All the way. Keep coming, Steph. Hold. Play the ball. Play it. Play the ball.
So New Zealand play the ball. They're half asleep there to Paya. And here comes up Fortu Moala. She's easy to spot.
Move now, that's
Right into the ground there by Steph Hancock, the Aussie captain, number 8. And there is the error. The Jillaroos applaud that decision. Fortu Moala battling a little leg injury by the look of it there, Richie.
Yeah, the play the ball was average. It was a real time to strike there for the Kiwis. With 24 seconds to go, they spread the ball out wide for the Jillaroos.
Good numbers, they measured up nicely there on defence, New Zealand. And though they turned it over, they have. Jumping on that one is Christina Sue. New Zealand in prime position here again. Hale, this time she passes the ball. Another try to the Kiwi Ferns. That's expert finishing from Vainu, who's gone in for the try right on the half-time hooter. How important might that try be in the wash-up of this game?
You can see the passing here of the Kiwis, fantastic. The mistake from the Jillaroos, but they exposed them on the right-hand side. Great work from Langi Vainu. Showed a bit of toe.
And the conversion is away. So there is the half-time score. New Zealand in the box seat. They've kept Australia scoreless again. They lead by 8 points to 0. Well, Alan Jackson in full flight here as New Zealand is 8 points to 0 up. He knows there's still 9 minutes of play left. He knows Richie Barnett. There is time for Australia to come back into this one.
Absolutely, and for the Kiwis, turning mistakes into points has been, I think, the difference in the first half. For the Jillaroos, there's no question they're going to come back. They need to respect the ball. They need to find possession. There's no question they've got the pace to do it. They've got the structure. We saw that. So it's all in the hands of the Kiwis now. They're up in front.
That possession stat there, Richie, 67%. That's really been the key of that first half too, Monty, hasn't it? I mean, not only the amount of percent that New Zealand's had, but they've had good quality ball, haven't they?
Yep, possession and territory, that's the key. Doesn't matter which team you are. They're so closely matched, it makes it very difficult. And when you've got back-to-back sets, the tank gets empty and you don't quite have enough to stop the onslaught.
That's right, and Australia have just battled in that area a little bit. They haven't had their hands on the ball enough.
No, and the realisation is that you just, especially with back-to-back games, they're struggling a bit in fatigue-wise, but certainly they can turn that around by just changing the completion rate and the possession, of course.
How about the form of Georgia Hale in that first half? She created 2 tries with her very good rugby league IQ. Saw the kick across field and shifted it through the hands for the second try. New Zealand 8 points to 0 up. Oh, and she's learned a mistake out of Ferguson. It's gone backwards, the referees say, so it's play on. Oh, and some more fierce New Zealand defence coming in there to Paya. And also Maka getting stuck in again. Well, Australia have got to treasure possession. They can't make basic errors really in this game anymore. And one thing they can't afford to do either is let New Zealand score again to get 3 scores clear. Here they come, the Jillaroos. Ferguson. Again, she just runs into 2 New Zealand players. One of them was McMenamin, who drives her into the deck. Kick downfield this time from Maddie Studden. That's a good kick too, isn't it? Whoops. Oh dear, that is not going to work for if you're a Kiwi Ferns fan. Now that is going to be a penalty to New Zealand. Just a rush of blood to the head there by that Australian player, Richie.
Well, that was disappointing. The kick was great. The chase was excellent. They couldn't capitalise. They needed it desperately. A nice inside pass. Bit of a brain snap.
Sorry.
But look at this.
Free play, guys.
Desperate measures.
Australia's ball here. It was a free play.
Annette Brander was the player
Free play, Australia's
who
ball.
should have just kept the ball in her hands. It is going to be Australian ball, of course, because of the knock-on, so they will get another chance here. So Brander here gets the opportunity to make up for that error just then. Here come Australia in an excellent position. Ferguson, good run from very deep from Kezzy Apps. Look at that New Zealand defensive from Maka again. Gee, there's been some good New Zealand players in this performance so far. Hancock. 4 New Zealanders trying to stop her. Oh, she offloaded the ball as well. So close to a Jillaroos try.
This is just crucifying the Jillaroos, just making mistakes. The aggression's there. They are really working hard to bust the tackles to get to the line. It's just the last pass. Unfortunately, she couldn't get the ball. Effort was great. Execution poor.
The temptation there. Got the arms free, Hancock, Monty. Fortunately for Apps. Yeah, couldn't hold it.
A bit surprised that Jillaroos are going up the middle. Trying to take on contact in terms of the Kiwis. That's where they've been the strengths out wide.
This is a great run from Tapaya again, proving elusive once more.
Strong. Up now.
Sue is a dummy half.
Go,
New Zealand on the right edge is a nice cut-out pass to Maka. Here's the try scorer from earlier in the game, Vienu. New Zealand's 2 tries have come on this right side of the field in the first half. New Zealand with 6 minutes to play. Now spin it to the left. Chance for Sue. Sue's going all the way. Sue's going to have way too much gas. Wasn't tempted by getting into the bonus zone. 4 points gratefully accepted by the Kiwi Ferns. And she's heard herself scoring the try. Maybe just winning herself.
That's just great football. A long pass from Hale. Straight up to Sue. And she just puts her foot down. Sees the space. No one's going to stop her. Great effort there from the Jillaroos to try and stop that try. See there. Christina Sue.
She's still down. And let's have a look a little bit more closely here.
Can't restart one.
Yeah, the knee on the back, perhaps it was, from that Australian defender. So she's battling away.
It's definitely a knee injury here.
Yeah, Christina Sue doesn't look like she'll be playing or taking any more part in the game. Getting a good hand there by the crowd over on the terraces at the southern end of the ground.
Okay, we're going right to you, Gordo.
Conversion went over. 14 points to 0. 5 minutes to play. New Zealand still haven't conceded a point today against Australia.
It is the domination from the Kiwis, particularly in the ruck. They're slowing the ball down a lot. And then when they do shift the ball, they're up and in. There's got to be a better way, as Monty mentioned before, by spreading the ball wide or changing the angle.
Well, New Zealand and Australia, rather, Jillaroos might need to speed up the play from dummy half any way they possibly can at the moment. Not able to do it at the moment. McGregor taken to ground. Here go the Jillaroos again. Oh, it's play on. This will be the first try. This will be the first try. It's Cody House going in for a bonus zone try as well. Well, it doesn't matter how you get it down, it's if you get it down.
It's celebrating try. I think that was a great one to head spin. You can't beat that one. Langi Vaiulu, unfortunately, couldn't take that. Hands up, perfect position. She took her eyes off the last minute, and that was enough for the Jillaroos to score.
Did well too to size up the...
There you go, beat that.
Size up the opportunity to get that extra point. Conversion's gone over. That lead has been halved. So another bonus point try will make things really interesting in these last 3.5 minutes. New Zealand still have the knowledge that they are going to have to get some good solid rugby league here. Will get the job done for them. That's Federica. Taken solidly towards the halfway line. He's put in a pretty courageous performance as Kahurangi Peters. Now Hale has her hand on the ball. She's been influential in this game. Good solid defence there for Tumoala. Been pretty quiet in this one after a barnstorming match 2 between these two sides earlier today. Ooh, how's that for a front-on tackle there? Very nice.
Annette Brander.
Yeah.
What a tackle.
Yeah, she put her body on the line there. Hale. That's a pretty clever kick. Pretty clever kick. Excellent kick it is. Really sends Australia on their backwards. Corbin McGregor scrambling back for that one. Over there to Paya making a good tackle too, and she chased through well that kick from Hale. Australia have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to cook something up here. New Zealand are getting stronger.
Fatarika, what a tackle. Inside out, there was an overlap on the left-hand side for the Jillaroos. Fatarika comes in and snuffs it out pretty quickly.
Hancock. And there is a penalty.
That's timely.
And Hancock takes it quickly. Good decision from her.
2 minutes.
2 minutes and 5 metres inside their own half. Australia need to strike. And strike now. Bremner really hasn't seen much space at all. And there is the error. That defensive pressure coming from New Zealand too much for the Australians yet again.
Well, the Jillaroos like to hit the lead runner. In most cases, we haven't seen a sweeper come across. So it was predictable.
Australia move on. Now New Zealand muscle it up. Good to see Serena Fiesel out there for New Zealand now. Quick play the ball. Has Kani, who has very good foot, but had the pass. Very good hands again from Hale. She has had a heck of a match, Georgia Hale.
Vision is incredible from this girl. Georgia Hale has just delivered some outstanding passes.
Well, here's Kani with this footwork again. Just needed some support. Amber Kani. 10 metres to go. We're inside the last minute. Here go New Zealand. This is the clincher. It's Fiesel. Over for another try. And the Eden Park crowd is on their feet. New Zealand are going to take the series for the second straight year here at the 9.
Hale, a long pass out to Fiesel. You can see her eyes. She knew there was a gaping hole. A nice little left foot step. And a try for the captain, the fullback, who's had a great series.
They've got better as the tournament's gone on. The conversion's gone over. 21 points to 7. And that'll just about get it done. Delight for the Kiwi Ferns. who were beaten 11-4 yesterday, but have come back today to win 9-0 and 21 points to 7. A terrific performance from New Zealand. They've got the series again for the second straight year in the Auckland Nines. A really solid performance, and they are going to have party time tonight. New Zealand winning by 21 points to 7. Really good performance, Richie Barnett.
It was exceptional. There was real desire in front of their home crowd, the Kiwis. It did help. It was so noisy on the sideline. But look at them. Joy. Joy to the girls.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Been a great campaign.
Great scenes, isn't it? Right, let's get some reaction. Monty Beetham.
Well, Amber Carney, you did it the hard way, having to come from one game down in the series, but that doesn't make it that much better.
It was awesome today. Our team just played with a lot of heart and a lot of mana, and we gave it to them today, so good result.
Talk about the rivalry, because I'm hearing from Nigel Vangana, even at lunchtime in the food hall, you don't sit anywhere near the opposition.
We tend to pass each other through the tunnels. All is well, though.
The physicality of your play is a real trademark that I love to watch. Is that something that you've been working on as a team?
We all work together as one united team. Work hard, play hard.
Go and enjoy this, Amber. Well done. When we come back after the break, we'll be having the official presentation for the Black Ferns, Kiwi Ferns.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rugby League Nines fans, what a way to almost finish the weekend off. Put your hands together for the Kiwi Ferns and the Jillaroos. It's time for the official presentation here at the Downer NRL Auckland Nines for this 3-test series of great women's rugby league. I'd like to welcome the chairman of the New Zealand Rugby League, Mr. Gary Fissenden, and the chairman of the Australian Rugby League Commission, Mr. John Grant. Now, we have to name an MVP in this test series. And the most valuable player in this test series over the past weekend is from the Kiwi Ferns, Georgia Hale.
I'm just very humbled to receive this award today. I couldn't have done it and got here without my Kiwi Ferns sisters, so very grateful to be playing alongside them. I'd just like to thank our team management, all the prep work, all the late trainings. We couldn't have done it without you. And last but not least, to the Jillaroos for always giving us a strong but hard challenge.
Thank you, Georgia, our MVP here at the Downer NRL Auckland Nines. And now let's hear from Steph Hancock, the captain of the Jillaroos. And as Steph has a few words here, the Jillaroos will receive their runners-up medals. Ladies and gentlemen, captain of the Jillaroos, Steph Hancock.
Firstly, congratulations to the Kiwi Ferns. You guys showed us up on the second day. You've played awesome today. Thanks very much to the NRL for letting us be a part of the Nines concept. It means obviously a big deal to both the Ferns and the Jillaroos to have the opportunity to play in front of you guys. So thanks to New Zealand for making us feel welcome. And good luck in the Anzac Test of the Ferns. And it just means that us Jillaroos have to train extra hard. Thank you.
There you have it, Steph Hancock, the captain of the runner-ups, the Jillaroos, and for the second year running, the Kiwi Ferns have won this test series here at the Auckland Nines. As the remainder of the Jillaroos receive their medals, I would like to call up the captain of the victorious Kiwi Ferns, Serena Fiso, to receive the Downer NRL Auckland Test Series trophy and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, your victorious captain, Serena Fiso.
Firstly, I just want to say thank you to the NRL for giving us this massive opportunity, to NZRL for supporting us once again, to our Jillaroos. Without this competition, league wouldn't be so strong in the Tasman. So, you know, best of luck come the Anzac Test, but we'll be ready just as much as you guys. To my girls, what an awesome showcase of rugby league out there by both teams. He's really dug deep when we asked you to our coach, Grant and Alan. Thank you so much for everything that you have shown us to go out there and display it in front of you guys. Last but not least, thank you to our supporters.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the most important part about to take part. Here we go. Gary Fissenden, front and centre, Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, your Test Series champions in 2016, the Kiwi Ferns!
Right there.